Hey, this is Pretty Kitty and welcome to another Sketchbook Sunday. If you're curious about all the materials I use for my artwork, check out my materials list on prettykittycommissions.com/materials. And if you want some free resources along the way, such as a ton of free reference photos that you can use for your own projects, check out prettykittycommissions.com/shop. I don't think you'll be disappointed. All right, let's get started. I literally have been MIA for about a month, right? Sorry about that, guys. Let's just jump into what the heck has been going on. So I had an impromptu cross-country trip to go to. My boyfriend's grandfather passed away. So he needed a little bit of, comfort. And I decided to say, hey, well, we haven't been cross-country in 2 years, so let's do it. So I made a couple of sacrifices here and there, and unfortunately this YouTube channel was one of them. And we set out and we drove from New York State to Washington State, all the way across the country. I'm currently making the video for that, and I believe I'm gonna release them in, 2 or 3 parts. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So with that being said, there was a lot of planning ahead of time. There was a ton of planning that I had to work with. I had to figure out how to get there, where we're staying, what are we gonna eat, just every little thing became a huge thing because my family was not so pleased that we'd be driving all the way there. And I'm a baby driver. At the time, I was pretty much a baby driver. I never really drove out of the state before. So anyway, the trip happened between April 13th to the 24th, I believe. And it was amazing. We drove through so many states. We drove through all 4 seasons, literally all 4 seasons. We drove through a snowstorm, a hailstorm, an ice storm. I drove through heavy fog. Eric drove on a mountainside with heavy fog and rain. It was insane. So that was pretty insane. So I drove through 6 states, over 1,200 miles, which is a lot to say when, you haven't driven out of the state before. And I drove on a highway, and I drove through rush hour, and I drove through Chicago. Like, how cool is that? So anyway, when I got home, I found out my mother was in the hospital. She unfortunately suffered a pretty bad fall, and with that being said, she had to heal and get discharged from the hospital, and a lot of things at home pretty much had to change in terms of like food that we're eating and diet and stuff like that. And so I was, for the most part, kind of conscious of what I was eating, as just eating on a day-to-day basis. But now I have to be a little bit more conscious, which it's kind of a blessing in disguise, to be honest. We didn't really eat as healthy as we should have at home. So with that being said, that happened, and a couple of days ago I found out my grandmother passed away. What an interesting turn of events, right? So now we have another impromptu funeral to go to. This time, this one isn't cross country. I'll be just heading to New York City this coming Tuesday. And then I have a trip, an actual trip, not a funeral or death related trip, the weekend of. So I'll be going to the Caribbean from the 13th of this month to the 20th of this month. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm excited. Just, it's a lot of change, but at the same time, it's a lot. So yeah, that's probably the reason why you guys haven't seen me so much. I'm sorry that life kind of got wrapped around, and I just didn't really have time to edit YouTube videos, kind of just for each consecutive week. I'm gonna try and batch record and batch videos, so when I'm gone, it's not as if I'm gone. I'm with you guys still, and well, I missed you guys. I missed you guys quite a bit. So I wanted to kind of, let you guys know what's going on and come back and talk to you guys. And I have so much to share with you throughout the month, and I hope that I'll be able to have enough time to do this sort of thing and actually let you guys know what the heck is going on, so you're not like, I wonder how Pretty Kitty's doing. I wonder if she's alive. Well, yes, I'm alive. I'm well. I'm currently working on a lot of artwork that is centered along my adventures. So for example, there's a lot of mountainsides, especially in South Dakota. The Badlands National Park is freaking insane, and I love the natural landscape there. So that's pretty much what these Sketchbook Sundays are kind of going to be inspired by for now, is just the natural landscape. And then hopefully the Caribbean will allow me to explore a more tropical landscape, less rocks and just beautiful green and all these fun plants. So throughout all of this, do I regret doing all this stuff or going all this, for so far? Not necessarily. I don't regret it. But I think that I gotta plan my YouTube videos a lot better in order to do this. However, I'm still very active on Instagram. So if you want to kind of, keep in contact in a sense, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Pretty Kitty Commissions. Totally would love to have you guys there. I think that's it for today. I just wanted to drop by and say hi, and I'm alive and I love you. And I just kind of wanted to touch base and let you know I'm still here and I'm still lurking on the YouTubes. I'm still active. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to check you guys later. I'm going to try and upload on Thursday. I will do my best, but I'll be out of town on Thursday, so we're going to see what I can do. Still have to pack. Anyway, I will check you guys later. You guys have a pretty kitty kind of day. If you have any questions or anything at all, let me know in the comments below. Have a great pretty kitty kind of day and take care.